Have you ever wondered why you keep stuck in the same patterns and your reality doesn't change even though you do so many things? The answer actually is that your body holds the memory even though in your head you might think that you already let it go. So in today's video I want to share 3 ways how we create blocks in our bodies, because this information gives understanding like why we feel the way we feel. And of course I'll also give you the solutions. I'm a certified body-based healer, and this information has tremendously shifted my relationship with my body and ways how I let go of old patterns myself. Firstly, I want to start with understanding how our body is creating these blocks. So it starts with some situation in our lives. Let's take the situation where you're in the office working and you have strict boss. Yes, man or woman, it doesn't matter. There's a situation where this boss is yelling at you, criticizing you. Based on this situation, your psyche analyzes, perceives this situation in a certain way. Our psyche is formed since our childhood based on many aspects, how we were raised, what kind of conditions, thoughts, and so on. And from our psyche, information goes to our brain, and brain gives signal to the body to somehow adjust or react to the outer circumstance. If our psyche has an information that when someone yells at me, it's dangerous, then your brain might send the signal to protect. Or if your psyche perceives that this situation is something where you need to yell back because you need to defend yourself, then you might get this impulse in your body that you need to have more, energy in your body to do something, to yell, to say, to run, maybe, whatever. So it's really individual. There's no such thing as if there's this situation, your body will react in this way. It's very personalized based on your background. And then there are 3 schemes how this block might stay in our body for too long. Like if I would have the reaction to yell back at this boss, I would free myself from this block, but instead I'm keeping it inside of myself. And this is when we create body blocks, because we are not expressing where we have the impulse. We have the impulse, idea, whatever, we are not expressing it, so we keep it stuck in ourselves, and then we keep attracting the same situations, and then we also have some unneeded patterns inside of our body. So the first scheme, how it can be formed, it's when we are having a bodily reaction, let's say again to yell, but because it's our boss and we have this belief that we need to be a quiet, right worker, we freeze ourselves. We don't allow ourselves to speak. So we, for example, have this impulse in our jaw to speak up, but we suppress it because I'm not allowed to do it here in the office. Then similar situations happen in your life with your spouse, with your friends, where you feel like you want to say back, but you don't allow yourself. And these body reactions keep coming together, one by one. So many times you suppress yourself, and at one point, maybe the 4th, the 5th, or the 10th time you meet similar situation, you'll just yell it all out to a person, and they'll be like, what happened? And that's why we can get this burst of emotions, because for a long time we keep suppressing them, collecting them, not allowing to express themselves in the moment, or even in our practice. Like I'm teaching dancing and emotional release, where you can do it without yelling to people. And then you might have this emotional outburst because you were suppressing and these impulses were just collecting, okay? And what you can do from here, just noticing where in your body becomes the tension in some conflicts, difficult situations, and just being in contact with your body so you can feel it. And when you feel it, then ask yourself how I naturally want to react. Either allowing yourself to react or come back home in the evening and put on the music and allow yourself to say everything you wanted to say, to scream, to just be angry, emotional. And it's just the release we need on a daily basis, like a cleansing from all the things we don't need. Because if it stays in ourselves, it starts rotting inside. That scheme number 2, how these blocks are forming in ourselves and our body adjusts to outer circumstances. And here's the phrase: the way your body looks is the way you see your life. If you see your circumstances in life again as dangerous, as threatening, or whatever your beliefs are, your body will adjust to it. A simple example is that you don't feel safe talking very loud because maybe your parents always annoyed by you talking very loudly, so your body naturally adjusts to talking quieter and also just being smaller. Maybe your back crumbles and you just adjust so that your parents are not angry. And so often we adjust not only to our parents but to many other things in our life. And in this situation, you can just observe your body. What are the things that you don't like, maybe, and how it correlates with your real life? And what are your thoughts about your body? They're correlating with your thoughts about your life. So, how can you perceive your life differently? Because it's oftentimes not about the life itself, the situations, but how you perceive them. Some person can look at it and feel it's dangerous, it's scary. Other person will think, it's just, I'll do my own thing anyway. So it's all about how you perceive the current circumstances in your life. So here you can just review them and ask yourself, how would you walk, how would you talk, how would be your posture if you had a different opinion and perspective in your life. And number 3, how our blocks can be formed is when we are interrupting the recovery process. So whenever we have some conflict situation or just an emotionally difficult situation, we need time to recover. For example, we sleep more, we eat, or like anything can be really, it's like when we have a wound, we need some time for it to just heal. And for example, if you had the first time experience in public speaking and it was pretty anxious experience, you need some time to just maybe not talk to anyone for 1 week, but you don't allow yourself this privilege, or the situation doesn't allow, and you are the next day again you need to talk on the stage. And so if you had this tension from the first day, this tension cannot be recovered, and it continues and it grows as you don't allow yourself to rest, to take your time to release it, integrate it, and you traumatize yourself again. So here, so important for ourselves to give breaks. If you had tense situations, whatever they are, don't devalue them. All new experience is something difficult for our nervous system, so we need to give ourselves time to really integrate this and feel safe again. And my general suggestion, a practical one, in the evening, connect to your body. Simple meditation where you scan all your body parts and just observe them, just so you're in contact with your body, and that's how your body naturally will already start to recover. And in general, dancing, free flow dancing, and body somatic practices are amazing ways to release these emotions and not form inner blocks. So I really hope this video was valuable. I actually have a free 3-day energy reset. It's amazing with embodiment practices, 3 videos like for free. It's so good. If you want to start your journey with releasing blocks from your body, I really, really suggest you. It will be down below. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.